Yeah, what up? My name is Chidindu, aka Exposure Medicine Magazine. So I was coming back with this bike man today, and as I was coming, he was about to go to the left side of the road. Then I told him to use the right side of the road. Then it came to my mind that we have to become so matured in this life. So in order for us not to take instructions, in order for us not to take people telling us what to do as insults. You understand? You have to grow up. We have to grow up and become matured enough so that we do not take being told what to do as an insult. You understand? Because if you go out into society, if you try to work in society, people are going to tell you what to do. And in order for you to live effectively among people, you have to be grow up. You have to be matured enough so that you do not take any slightest thing as an insult. You understand? That is you being evil to yourself when you are not matured enough. Because you will not be able to function in the world. You keep on fighting with yourself because people will continue to test you. And if you are not matured enough, if you are not strong enough, if you do not have a higher reason that is pulling you through, you will take simple things as insults, and then you will not be able to function in society because people will be irritated by your reactions. You understand? Your stubbornness. And that stubbornness and that anger that you have that somebody told you what to do is only a sign of immaturity. You understand? So the way for us to begin to grow up, the way for us to begin to get mature so that we are able to function in society is that we have to begin to tell the truth. You have to get away from your parents' house that are giving you food, that are stealing your reason, that are stealing your purpose for working away from you. Because when you know that you have to buy the food that you are going to eat in the evening time, when you know that nobody is going to give you shelter, that you have to pay some rent, you understand? When you know that nobody is going to pay your school fees, you understand? You have a reason for working. You are grounded. You are not being affected by the simple insults that people give to you. You understand? That is maturity. But when you're under your parents, they are covering you from this truth of reality. They are covering you from the suffering of reality. Therefore, you do not have a reason to stay humble. You do not have the strength to take the insult maturely. You understand? You begin to think people are poking on your character, that they are insulting you by telling you what to do. You understand? But they are only being themselves. It is you who is weak, who is immature. So you have to grow up. You have to begin to tell the truth. If you are offended, if you are feeling down because you are still in your parents' house, it is time for you to begin to tell the truth. It's time for you to leave. You understand? It is time for you to start standing up for yourself. Since you are offended, since you are feeling weak by still staying under your parents and they are still feeding you, it is time for you to speak up and say, I need to grow up. You understand? I need to start paying my own bills so that I will have a reason for working. You understand? I'm not just being fed, being a child. You understand? I'm taking simple instructions, simple insults, simple commands as an insult. You understand? So that's the deal, man. It's all about growing up. Growing up is so important to us as human beings, especially men, because we have so much ego in us that if we are not matured, if we are not taking responsibility for ourselves, we see our ego begin to get annoyed when people begin to tell us what to do. You understand? Our pride begins to get hurt because we are filled with self-shame for not taking care of ourselves. Therefore, anybody who begin to tell us what to do, anybody who begin to laugh at us or poke in our character, we take it too personal because we don't have a deeper reason for working. We are still a child. You understand? We are not matured enough to take insults. We are not matured enough to face the suffering of life because our parents are still protecting us. You understand? So it is time for you to grow up. It is time for you to say no. It is time for you to start telling the truth. You understand? So that's the deal, man. Grow up, take on responsibility, become mature, start telling the truth. That's the most important one. Train yourself to start speaking up. You understand? So that is the deal, man. My name remains Chijin, aka Exposure Medicine Magazine. God save our soul. One love.